For the last several months, Toronto police have been warning the public about scams associated with COVID-19. The scams can be anything from websites selling fake vaccines or test kits, or requesting donations to fake COVID-19 charities. Very often, they're after your banking information. In one scheme that has become quite widely known in recent weeks, the victim believes that he's going to make some quick cash and also help someone suffering from the disease.
I got sucked into basically a labyrinth of lies that led me to somehow believe that this organization posing as a COVID-19 cash delivery service, delivering cash to people who need money for COVID-19, somehow I got stringed into believing that it was all real, and it was not.
The scammers suck people in with a text message. Those who fall prey to it agree to pick up an envelope that has a check in it. They're told to cash the check through their own bank account and withdraw the amount, keeping a couple of $100 to themselves. Of course, the check is fraudulent, and the victim then delivers their own money to someone they arranged to meet on the street. In this case, the victim, who does not want to be identified, handed over $2,000.
It's honestly embarrassing. I know it just sounds like, how could I possibly fall for this? It's just so obviously a scam. It was just really poor judgment skills on my part. So, and they got the best of me, and it's really tough.
According to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre, there have been more than 2,000 reports of fraud in the last 4 months, amounting to losses of $4.5 million. Police say people are more vulnerable in a crisis.
Because it's COVID-19 related, we're seeing a lot of phishing attempts involving fake COVID remote access logins for businesses. We're seeing a lot of fake employment insurance payment transfers. A lot of people are getting CERB notices sent to their text messages to click on some links. These are all aimed at stealing your financial information.
First off, just want to say everybody is vulnerable. I study this, and by no means do I think that I cannot get scammed. We're all at risk.
Rebecca Judges is a PhD candidate in applied psychology whose research shows our increased online presence also increases our risk for being exposed to scammers who can use the internet to cast a very wide net and just see who falls for their scheme. She also says being isolated and lonely is a risk factor, as is being desperate for money. Throw in the claim that a victim is also doing a good deed during a pandemic, and it's easy to let your guard down.
Tugging on the heartstrings is, a common tactic that scammers use. The only difference is now they put a COVID spin on it.
Judges says in a time like this, which is for many one of scarce resources, it affects one's abilities to make good decisions, something our victim can certainly relate to.
I really just, again, was not thinking clearly at all, and it really paid off for them. So congratulations if those people are listening.
Police have plenty of tips. All of them are common sense. First of all, if you have any doubt about the validity of an email or text, assume it's a scam. Never click on random links and never give out your personal or banking information. Finally, if you do get scammed, and even if you have little hope of getting your money back, report it anyway. The more information police have, the more chance they have of tracking down these criminals. I'm Pam Seatle, City News.